Hello, I'm Mr. Seitz, and welcome to the Bernardo Yorba AVID presentation. This short presentation is going to focus on what AVID is, what students are best served by AVID, and how AVID works at Bernardo Yorba. My role, I'm the AVID coordinator here at Bernardo Yorba, and I'm here to answer questions and also to look over the applications, which we'll hear about at the very end. So what is AVID? Well, AVID's a teaching methodology. It focuses on growth and it supports all students when implemented in all classrooms. AVID itself stands for Advancement via Individual Determination. Advancement, well, what is that exactly? Well, it does mean personal growth, but it also means preparation for advanced courses. And so if your son or daughter is looking for the opportunity to move from where they're at in their college prep courses to an honors class or eventually to an AP class in high school, AVID might be something for them. Determination. This is a very important part of what AVID's all about. Determination is what determines whether students can advance. This program isn't for a student that just simply wants to be helped through the process. This is a program that is actually about showing students that through their determination and through the skills that can be learned through the AVID program, that they can advance and grow as a student. So what are the characteristics of an AVID student? Well, AVID students are best described as in-betweeners. Remember, the goal is growth. The goal is advancement. So AVID's not for those students that are, in a general sense, struggling in all their classes, right? It's not for those students who are already successful in all their classes. AVID's really meant for those students who are in classes and are working at a level which you might say they are successful in the sense that they're passing their classes, but they have this desire to do better than that. They have a desire to be highly successful in those classes, but they can't seem to get there. And so AVID provides the support that they need to advance in those classes, as well as to advance beyond those classes into honors classes and AP classes later on. So how do we implement AVID here? Well, at Bernardo Yorba, there's two different ways we need to look at AVID. First of all, there is AVID in core classes, and in a moment, you're going to see AVID as an elective class. And that's really what we're focusing on more so than this, is AVID as an elective class. But in core classes, teachers emphasize the use of this thing called Wicker. Now, Wicker is a term, it's an acronym that means basically writing, inquiry, collaboration, organization, and reading. Teachers, all teachers, are going to be using this idea to remind themselves, look, we need to be having students write concisely, based on the prompt, right? Not going off topic. Inquiry. We want to encourage students to ask questions in class, to ask questions while they're reading. These are part of what we do in AVID in a general sense. Collaboration. Students working together. Organization. Organization of a binder, organization of a Google Drive. These are all things that students need to be able to do. Successful people are well organized. They know when their appointments are. They know where to find information that they have saved on their computer. They know where to find information in terms of paperwork and reading skills. And everybody can benefit from reading skills. And reading skills only develop when you do more reading, but also when you do reading the right way. Well, what does that mean? Well, in particular, you do close reading. And that is you're reading, you're annotating, you're taking notes, you're circling key terms, you're highlighting main ideas, and you're summarizing. You're doing, well, perhaps it's a slower form of reading, but it's a very thorough and productive form of reading. When teachers implement the Wicker strategies in classrooms with all students will grow and benefit. But the problem is not all of them will grow and benefit to the point where they can take an honors class or an AP class and eventually go on to college. Some students are going to need more support than just simply these strategies implemented in the classroom. And this is where the AVID electoral class comes in. The AVID electoral class meets on a daily basis. This is a class that's meant to support the core classes, language arts, math, history, and science. Being that I teach history as well as an AVID 8th grade class, I recognize the support that my students get from the AVID class. The schedule for an AVID elective class is very consistent. That is, every week students in AVID know what's going to happen. They know what's going to happen on a Monday, a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so on. And that is because The AVID class is not meant to add homework. The AVID class is not meant to teach lessons. The AVID class is meant to support students in their other classes. And so one of the things that we do to encourage that support and provide it is tutorials. Tutorials are a unique thing in that we actually have college students who come onto campus. They spend time with the students that are AVID students, and they focus on what we call a point of confusion. They focus on something that that student has seen or heard or experienced in one of their classes. They bring that into the AVID class, and they fill out what is known as a tutorial request form. It is a form that says, here's my point of confusion, here's the thing that I don't understand, here's what I know about it, right? And then they try and figure it out. And the way that works is students in AVID classes will gather together in small groups of 5 to 7 students. They will then each stand up and present their point of confusion, their TRF, to the other students in the presence of a college tutor. The college tutor then will direct the conversation to help that student solve their problem. This is taking the idea of collaboration, right, and inquiry, and putting it into a presentation to help a student then become better at understanding, more able to use information that they get from other classes that they were struggling with. This is meant to have them dive deeper into that information as students bring more complex math problems or complex historical ideas, or perhaps concepts in science that are very difficult. And so as they go through the tutorial, they are then gaining what they need, and the students that are there who are being presented to are engaging with that student and helping that student along. The result is an incredible bonding experience, an incredible family that gets developed in AVID, where students recognize each other as being valuable parts and pieces in this class and utilize each other in terms of help and assistance so that they can be successful. The AVID application is part of what you may have received in the email with this video. And so when you get that, if you are interested in moving into AVID as a 7th grade student, we would like you to fill out the application. And then we would like you also to, if you have any questions, to email me back and let me know. When you complete that form, it's going to ask you some difficult questions, right? And if you're a 7th grade student and you're seeing this, you can fill this out as well to move from, if you're not an AVID student, to move from 7th grade to 8th grade. Any questions you have, I'll be happy to answer. If you need a phone call, you can let me know and I can call you as well. But I want to make sure that this is an experience for you, for your students, that is not just smooth in terms of getting into AVID, but also because I wanted to make sure that this is an experience that benefits your son or daughter, you as a parent, for the years to come, for the next 4 or 5 years, as your student moves through high school and prepares for college. And as you go into high school, AVID continues. The family doesn't stop here. In high school, it continues, and you have that support. And beyond that, even better than that, you will have support in high school through your AVID program that is going to focus on making sure that you have the right classes that you need to apply to the colleges that you want to go to. I hope this has been informative. I thank you for listening. And again, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to call me.